Nebraska recruiting is making waves by going after another five-star prospect. The number one athlete in the class of 2026, Brandon Arrington, has scheduled a visit to the Huskers later this July. So in today's video, I'm going to break down who this guy is, what he brings to the table, what's his interest in Nebraska, and why this is so important for the Huskers going forward. So really quick, before I dive into this prospect, make sure to hit that like button if you're fired up. I know I am. And hey, please subscribe to the channel. I post a video about Nebraska football and Nebraska recruiting every single day, and we have the best family here on Husker YouTube. So if you're a diehard fan of this program and you enjoy daily content, talking about your favorite team, what are you doing? Please hit that subscribe button. It would help me out greatly. But without further ado, let's get into it. Looking over Nebraska's five-star target, Brandon Arrington. So he's listed as the number one athlete in the class of 2026, five-star out of California. And looking at his measurables, listed at 6'2", even 6'3", 180, and he has offers from Bama, Oklahoma, Oregon, and basically every program in the country. Now, he recently announced that he will be visiting Nebraska on July 27th. And yeah, Nebraska is in the thick of things to get his talents. But let's talk about what he is as a player. So he is an athlete according to all these recruiting sites, which basically means he plays multiple positions. Now, Nebraska is recruiting him to play both wide receiver and cornerback. And the first thing that jumps off the tape is that he is a speedster. He runs track as well. And he runs about a 4.3 speed, which is blazing fast. Not only that, but he has good hands, but he's even better after the catch. He can juke you out, have a little quick spin move, and take it to the house. Now, looks like Nebraska is recruiting him primarily to play cornerback, and if so, he has phenomenal instincts. Again, really good ball skills because he plays wide receiver as well, and he has a knack for making a big play. So there's a reason why he's a five-star, one of the most coveted players in America. But what's his interest in Nebraska? How did this even start? Now, Nebraska offered him a couple months ago when Tony White extended a phone call with him, and he said, I was super excited when I got the Nebraska offer because I hear a lot of history about Nebraska. Now, he went on to say that Nebraska has a good football program and track program. Again, I mentioned that he runs track. Again, he has a great 40 time. So he said that's very important to him because he wants to run track at the next level. Now, he said that he has a very good bond with Coach White, the defensive coordinator. He shows love and tells me about development. So it's clear that he already has, again, a close-knit connection with the coaching staff for Nebraska that's only going to improve when he's on his visit. But the fact that Nebraska's track program is on the up and up, that's only going to pay dividends when we get to these 5- and 4-star recruits, because we've seen a lot of Nebraska football players in the past play for that track program. Again, Jalen Lloyd, Malachi Coleman, Jeremiah Charles, among many others, are also running track for the Huskers. So again, a lot of interest there in Nebraska. But why is this important for the Huskers? We've seen a lot of 5-stars come on campus for Nebraska. Now, what's different about this guy is he will be able to see Nebraska's results on the field this fall. Okay, and then he'll make his decision. So we expect Nebraska to win 7, 8, 9, even 10 games. That's going to turn a couple heads, including Brandon Arrington's. And for that reason, we're going to have a lot better of a chance to land these top-tier players. Again, we missed out on a couple of this class. The only reason behind that is because we just don't have enough wins under our belt. That changes here in Brandon Arrington's recruitment. Okay, another thing that's very important about him is he's a guy who's coming out of California. We know that Matt Rhule, specifically Tony White, they're trying to get kids from the West Coast. They're trying to pull guys from California, Hawaii, Arizona, Oregon. Brandon Arrington, he forges that California connection to bring Calabrasca back. Again, not completely, but again, this guy is the real deal. Nebraska has a legit chance to land him. They've got to wow him. When he comes on campus in about a week or two, they've got to wow him. They got to pull all the stops. And yeah, we got to start to discuss NIL, because when we're talking 5-stars, you got to talk money in the same conversation, because that's college football recruiting nowadays. But let me know down below, are you excited about Brandon Arrington coming on campus for a visit? Again, this guy, one of the best players in the country. We're hoping the Huskers lock him down. So hey, if you made it this far in the video, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe. It would help me out greatly. And as always, folks, go Big Red, go Matt Rhule, and see you in the next one.